Alright, so I had this wacky ass dream last night, and right hand, this is the God's honest truth. Everything you're about to hear is in reality what I dreamed. So I'm riding my bike down the Chester Creek Trail here in Anchorage, and I get to the West Chester Lagoon, which is like, as far as I'm concerned, the end point of Chester Creek Trail where it turns off to the coastal trail. And at the end of the lagoon, after the lagoon, further down, it's like a little hill. It's quite steep, and at the bottom is a little creek. Then it goes up a bit, and then there's some houses behind it, some apartment buildings. There's a little creek. There's another guy off to my right, about maybe 10 or 15 feet to my right. And as I'm looking down, I see this creek. I'm just looking at it, and at the bottom of it, I shit you not, like, they were creatures that looked like the aliens from the Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, the bouncy ones that were in Attack of the Clones, the scene where Anakin and Padme were in the little field, like the big bouncy ones, except they were white. They were about the size of one of those people mover city buses. They had short, stubby little legs. I can't remember what their heads looked like, but they were like short and small, like a bug's head, but not that size, a little bit bigger. And out of nowhere, the creek starts, or the river down below starts to drain, and I realized that there was a road under it. And then the creatures start to run up the hill, but they can't make it. They start because of some reason. Then I look over to where that guy was, and then I realized some of the creatures actually had made it to the top of the hill. So then, bam, I'm in our kitchen. I must have raced like hell to get home on my bike. I have no idea what happened to that guy. I hope he's okay. So I run down the hallway. Two smaller versions of the creatures were chasing me, and I jump up onto our dryer, and they're there trying to get to me. Our parents' room door is right next to it, so I decide to trick them. I'm going to open up our parents' door and make them run in there, and then I'm going to shut it behind us so that they're stuck in there. So I open it up, and they run in there. They manage to, like, phase through the window, through this open gap. I have no idea how they fit. It was like an optical illusion. I just remember thinking, I'm fucked. And I have no idea why I thought that, because they weren't in the house anymore. And so I run back to the kitchen. Our dog Bentley is like lying on his side, shivering and crying. Shivering and crying. So I look down at his left paw, and his entire left hand, after the wrist, was completely severed. It was bitten off, and the wound was cauterized. There was no blood. Yeah, and then after that, I'm walking across the way to our grandfather's house, and I'm walking past our grandfather's neighbor's house, and for some reason there is our cousin TJ wearing a motorcycle helmet, but without the little face visor thing. He says something to me that I can't remember. Then I walk there, and all of our family members are just there, washing our Uncle Jeremy's car with a hose. My dad's there, Jeremy's there. They're just washing his car off with a hose while this alien invasion is going on. And that's where that part of the dream ends. And then, it's where it ends for now. And somewhere thrown into this whole mess, I don't know where in our timeline this fits in, but I know it fits in. We were going to this school, because apparently we were on our camping trip and we just had to stop by our school, and for some reason our Aunt Juju was there. So I run in the school away from everyone for some odd reason. And keep in mind, this was the summer. And then I reach a staircase that goes down. I didn't want to go in there. So I run back out and I run into our Aunt Juju. And she's saying something. Then she's like, "Wait, isn't that one kid gonna arrive soon?" I have no idea who she's talking about. So we exit the school, and then flash cut. The entire parking lot has turned into a big hot tub, and we're all swimming around. Presumably while there's an alien invasion going on. And then in the corner, our dog Bentley starts to drown, so our dad has to go in and save him. Then cut back to our original timeline. Me and Chase are walking down the road, and we turn to the right and we find these two little blue lockers that were related to the school scene from before. And I'm starting digging in there for my hat that I'm wearing. I find it. For some reason, I'm carrying two empty glass bottles with me. So as we're walking back out to the main road, I, for some reason, throw these glass bottles into the road and they shatter. And then I remember, I have a thought in my mind. Wait, me breaking glass was the cause of this invasion. So I'm panicking and I run into the street and traffic stops. And I pick up all the glass bottle pieces, the big ones, like that would have stopped a new invasion. And then as I'm running back, I see these two girls crossing the street, and they're like, ooh. And then that's where the dream ends. It was the weirdest thing. I wasn't high on anything. I wasn't drunk. It must have been a demon. That's my only answer. It was a whack-ass dream. I swear to God, that's the truth of what I dreamt last night. It was weird.